Good afternoon, everyone. It's Wednesday. I just needed to pop on here because I have been really diving deep into some self-love and forgiveness coaching. Excuse me. This week in my coaching course. Goodness. And I wanted to get on and talk about 3 tips on how to survive selfishness in relationships. And I'm just going to dive in. Number 1 is don't look at selfishness as a bad thing. Selfishness is not a bad thing. And you may be thinking, yeah, it is, Tanya. What are you talking about? I've been taught selfishness is immoral. It's not a nice thing to do, to be selfish. Whatever you're saying, I get it. I was taught the same things. However, selfishness really is a self-preservation behavior. So if we can look at selfishness as taking care of ourselves, that's really what it is, then we can look at it as not being a bad thing. I was actually called selfish growing up because I knew the things I wanted. You may know of a child like this. They know what they want, and they're going to tell you what they want. And we often label them as being selfish. I don't really think that's very fair to a child. As a preschool teacher, you see a lot of kids come in and they don't want to share toys. And if you are a trained teacher to work through that with the emotions of that we're not going to tell a kid, well, it's your turn to give away your toy. You're being selfish. You need to share. I don't believe in that method. I don't believe we should shame kids into giving of themselves. And that's what we've done as a society. We are conditioned to give of ourselves. And when we don't, we are made to feel really, really selfish. Number 2, don't take someone else's selfishness personally. It actually has nothing to do with you. It's their internal need for survival. They are needing what they have right now. That's a human condition, that they see that need in all their being. And because we are emotional beings, we cannot see the other side of something when we are in a huge state of emotion. That is mine. I deserve that. You are actually in your feeling part of your brain. I talk about this in my Facebook group all the time, the different parts of the brain we go into, feeling versus thinking. Okay, number 3 of how to survive selfishness in relationships. Become okay with your own selfishness, right? Relationships are 50-50. You need to be okay with the 50% of the relationship that you need. You need to own it, and you need to love that part of yourself. You need to send yourself unconditional love for the things that you need in a relationship. A lot of us have conditioning to overcome, whether it was from parenting, from school, from church, that we were told to give and give and give and give. And that's not sustainable. So in a relationship, you really need to figure out where you draw the line and to work through selfishness effectively with the other person, whether it be a child, a partner, a boss, a friend. Where is that 50-50 in the relationship? Okay, so if this sounds really foreign to you, sending yourself unconditional love for the things that you don't agree with, like the selfishness in all of us, I urge you to jump in my Facebook group. I'm wearing my shirt that says "See the Good." It's from the volleyball at our high school, the volleyball team. See the good. So, if you're having a hard time seeing the good in the parts of you that you do not like selfishness. We all should love our own selfishness. I know I sound insane. I have a free chat tomorrow in my Facebook group, so jump in. I'll put my Facebook group link in the comments. Also, I have a free 90-day challenge in my Facebook group that brings you out of the mind and into the heart to really embody some of this self-love, some of these self-love practices. So yeah, I just really, really want us all to realize that selfishness is just self-care. And we need to see it in ourselves and see it in other people. Have a great week, everybody. Happy Wednesday.